Good morning, everyone. It's Rod here, and here I am in our wildlife hospital of our Luang Prabang Wildlife Sanctuary. And we have the vet team who are doing a health check on an adult male moon bear by the name of Civit Sabai. And just a quick live, as I thought you might like to see what goes on in a health check. So we've got quite a big team here today because we have our Lao vet who work for us, which is Dr. Bunsi and Dr. Meng. Hello, Dr. Bunsi and Dr. Meng.
Hello.
And then we've also got Dr. Vivek, who's visiting, Sabaidi. We've got two veterinary students in the final year of veterinary science from the National University of Laos. That's Jackie and Hat. Hello, Jackie and Hat. And then we've got Amelia, who's over helping us for a little while as a volunteer. So, Bunsi's just getting some paw prints, which were used for, it's not really vet stuff, is it, Bunsi? But we use those for our fundraising. So Civit Sabai, yes, because as you know, we're a small charity and we need to raise funds, so any way we can. So paw prints is one of those methods. So the vets have an extensive checklist to go through as part of their health check, the bear's health check. So x-rays on each side, then lots of samples to be taken for biobanking and also just check everything is okay. So blood, urine, etc. The vets will check the paws, the claws, the teeth, the eyes. They'll also do an ultrasound, which is happening now. So the bears have their bellies shaved. So checking the internal organs for any issues. So they're often look to try if they can see the gallbladder to see if there's any scarring or problems with the gallbladder, because lots of the bears have had bile extracted from the gallbladder. Checking the claws, maybe trimming the claws, and also checking the teeth to make sure they're okay. So this is Civit Sabai. He's a huge boy with a beautiful big chest marking. He was rescued in 2014, so he has already had 11 years of care. He was in a cage in a lake with his brother, where they'd spent 9 or 10 years. So they were being used to lure tourists to eat at the restaurant. So he's about 20 years old, maybe a bit older. We can never be really sure about the history of the bears. And he's a big boy. So he's been a bit creaky on his joints lately, so the vets want to get him in for a health check to see, look at his joints, look inside, see if there's any problems. They're also doing x-rays, so he's just had some x-rays which might help determine if there's any issues. So he's just had his x-rays processed here. So we have 123 bears at the sanctuary and also 19 at our other sanctuary. So 142 bears to look after in Laos. Actually, Civit Sabai was our bear rescue number 31, him and his brother number 30 and 31. That was in 2014. And that was, we started rescuing and helping bears in Laos in 2003, so that was 11 years after we'd started. He was our 30th and 31st bear, him and his brother rescued. Now we're, 2025, so that's 11 years again on. And now we're up to bear number 163 we just rescued last week. So in our first 11 years, we rescued 31 bears. This is number 31. And in our second 11 years since, we've rescued 132 bears. So a 400% increase. So it's been a massive impact on our charity, our small non-profit and our Lao team. It's just been non-stop. The sanctuary's been constantly growing. It's a construction site here for 7 years. Not only do we rescue bears here in Laos, but we also rescue other species, endangered species in need. Our government partners asked us, they said, sometimes we go to rescue a bear and there'll be other species, so we need you to help other species. So we have macaques and gibbons and leopard cats and all sorts of golden jackals, all sorts of other rescued animals where we can release them, like the pangolins, leopard cats, civets, some species that live in trees. We'll release them once they're rehabilitated. The bears, unfortunately, cannot be released, so they require lifelong care. So So, we try to give the adult bears a health check every maybe couple of years, or if there's any particular health issues, so a general health check every 2 or 3 years, and then if there's any specific issues, they might have to come in. So we have no hands-on contact with the animals. This is a sanctuary. We want them to live as close to a natural life as possible. So there's no hands-on contact at all, except when the bears are under anaesthesia. So asleep under anaesthesia. So as you can see, it's quite a complex process, lots to be done. In the past, we've only had sort of one vet, so they've had to, maybe a helper, they had to do it all themselves. We're lucky we've got a little bit of help today, and we're growing our team. So, all of this is only possible thanks to your support. So Civit Sabai has a couple of little issues that will need to be monitored, and they're doing some more checks of his eyes, of his lenses, and
just trying to take it for us.
And then Dr. Vivek is
This one is the spleen.
checking his spleen, might be looking for his gallbladder. I'm going to leave it there unless you have any specific questions. That's what they have to check. They have to do it sort of as efficiently and quickly as possible, because you don't want the bear to be on the table too long under anaesthetic or to get cold. It's a bit of a miserable rainy day. That's our quarantine house back there. We've got 6 bears that are recently rescued in quarantine at the moment, and some macaques. So it's just, we're so busy, and everywhere is kind of full. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you've enjoyed seeing Civit Sabai get his health check and learning a little bit about how complex the procedures are, and the great deal of work that's required to look after these bears, beautiful bears, and it's all because of your support. So thank you for joining, and thank you for being bear carers. If you're not already, please go to our website, freethebears.org, and register as a bear carer. It's a small monthly donation. For a small charity like Free the Bears, every donation really does make a difference. It comes straight to the sanctuaries. We're a very lean charity, so you're not paying for overheads. We don't spend on advertising and marketing, not even $1. So your donations really do make a difference. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.